Hey people, what's going on? Good morning from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Today I'm going to do a review on a fragrance that I really want to try for a very long time. Obviously, it's not my bottle, it's on loan from my dear brother who bought it recently and said, would you like to review this because this is not your favorite house, but how about this fragrance? The funny thing is, Guerlain is loved by many people. They call this almost niche quality or a rather niche house. But many of Guerlain's fragrances, I just never really felt the vibe with it. I'm not saying they're bad fragrances, they have some good ones there, but many of the fragrances did not really work with me. So I'm not a very big fan of this house because of the wearability factor. Some of the fragrances are very old school style, like the Vetiver line. I never really could pull it off. Something was off about it. Do not take offense because tastes are like it's kind of like a uh, depends, like varies from people to people. Okay, so from my taste, the Vetiver, the Abbey Rouge, some of their more exclusive Middle Eastern kind of lines did not really work with me. The Shalimar, I try to love it. A bit too old for me, too powdery. I mean, not very wearable, especially if you live in a hot country. So today, the one I have, it's a cold weather scent, and it's more of the premium line. This fragrance was released and I think discontinued. Then they re-released it under new packaging. So I'm going to show you the older packaging and the fragrance I'm going to be talking about today. It's Guerlain's Tonka Imperiale. This is more of their niche line, and if you do love fragrances like Fave Delicious, Pure Tonka, 1821 Sweet Tobacco Spirits, if you like something that has a lot of tonka bean in it, kind of sweetness, kind of like tobacco in it, and some vanilla, even if you like low medial line, which is okay from the Guerlain line, definitely you should check it out. Okay, so thanks Doc for this bottle courtesy. So without wasting further time, let's show you the presentation and talk about the juice. I have it on my hand actually, sprayed, pre-sprayed. I love wearing this. I don't want to waste it on the paper. So this is the big box. These are, I think, a 75 ml bottle, only size they come in. The older style bottles, they have this kind of like a locket like thing, and then it looks very nice. So they have few fragrances. I also would like to try Angelique Noir. Sometimes I would love to try it. There is the back, the name and everything is given. Okay, this is EDT or EDP concentration. This EDP concentration. Okay, and line continues here. Very nice box. It's very premium packaging. Inside, that's the place where the bottles stay, and then they have few other items I'm gonna show you. So these fragrances are kind of expensive. I mean, I think it's around $200 plus to get a 75 ml like this, so it's not cheap. So inside the packaging, they have the bottle will come with a cap like this, just for travel purpose. It's not sprayable, so once you're not using, you can take off the atomizer and then you can use this cap. And then they give you this fancy sort of atomizer. I tried it, but it's not very practical. But you can see this is kind of like you can spray here, like push or press here rather, and then it will shoot juice from here. This is the pipe. It's something I really wanted to try. I mean, Prada Amber also has this kind of option, cost option, but Guerlain gives you this one for option. So the other one, they have the main atomizer, which is attached now with the bottle. I'll show you the very beautiful bottle. This is that bottle. If you just take a look, it will remind you a little bit of Karl Lagerfeld Classic, because that one also has orange juice, but this is on different level. Look at the side of the bottle, Tonka Imperiale. That's the name. I have seen these reviews long time back when I started my channel, and I always wanted to try it. Like big reviewers talked about these lines. I'm like, wow, look at the presentation, and I really wanted to smell it. So yeah, it has kind of like a design going on here, right there, and then very beautiful orange juice, heavy bottle base. It says Guerlain here. This is the atomizer I was talking about. This is the one that works really well, so I would personally love to use this one better. I gave it wearing for 2-3 days for testing. I think no, 2 days, and today is my third day wearing it. So the perfume is absolutely stunning, and I'll let you know how it smells like, who's it for, when to wear it, is it unisex and stuff like that. So dry down, it's really pretty much on my skin. First of all, this perfume, if you're looking for a fragrance to wear in a summer kind of conditions, this is not I would this is not the one I would opt for. Okay, this is mainly cold weather, fall. That time, this is so good. Also, this fragrance is for unisex purpose. I think this is going to be good for both men and women if you have a taste for tonka. Third thing I would like to say, this fragrance, it's kind of like powdery. Okay, so if you do not like powdery scents, do not opt for it, because many people do not like the powdery sensation on their skin because it has that that talcum powder sort of feel. But I'll explain to you if you're gonna like it. So let's spray this once again and talk about the opening top note, and then we'll go see how it goes. So spray is very good on this one. It gives you nice sort of mist. So let this settle down. So this one has notes like tonka, uh, then they have the sweet tobacco, vanilla, they have almond, they have something green in it. I forgot the herbal qualities and stuff like that. But this fragrance is mostly about the sweet tonka bean, kind of like like not really cherry tobacco, but got that tobacco in there with that vanilla that mixes in. So makes it very classy, sort of feel like made in Paris. Like people in France would love. This is a French style perfume, in my humble opinion. And also, I get a feel of honey in this. I don't know why. And I'm just gonna show you my bottle that I got the similar vibe from. 1821 Sweet Tobacco Spray. This is a different kind of a fragrance. Not really same, but if you like kind of like sweet honey kind of perfumes that you also get from 1821, this is absolute masterpiece. I really love and adore this fragrance. So if you actually like this kind of fragrances, you're gonna easily appreciate this one for like evening time. This is so beautiful. This is so cozy, and the longevity in this, it's okay. Here is the thing. I don't know if it's just my skin or what, but I did not get very beast mode from this. I was expecting something like Fave Delicious, like Dior would give you like 24 hours, but I think this one, it's more like a on my skin. It's mild cold weather right now, but it's not really cold. Perhaps it will make a difference, but I got mostly like 5 hours. That's about it. After 5 hours, I cannot smell at all anything. And projection from this, it's moderate also. It's not supremely choking, like you cannot breathe or something. Because imagine if you were in pure tonka, 3-4 sprays, you will be having a hard time breathing in especially in the indoor conditions. This one, it's kind of like a toned down, not very weak, but it has kind of like a softer appeal to the fragrance. Okay, so softer, powdery, sweet, kind of like honeyed, tobacco plus vanilla. Also reminds me of Herod, Tom Ford, tobacco vanilla, but much more muted. That kind of a fragrance. Okay, so I think this is gonna smell absolutely like stunning on a women. Like they have nice skin, they have tender skin. They hold the fragrances hold better on their coat, dress, on the hair. I think women, this is more towards women. Uh, the sweetness from this, it's really lovely. It's that kind of like a maple syrup kind of sweetness. Okay, I don't want to say caramel, but it's like maple syrup is very sweet. You put some on the pancakes, you enjoy it. This is that kind of sweetness. It's really lovely. It's very romantic, it's very sweet, but it's kind of mature. Okay, if you're a man and you are in the teenage times, this Guerlain, it's gonna come off as a little bit too mature for your liking. So this is something I'm not gonna suggest to people who are very young, but if you want to gift it to your significant other or your mother also, this is a good fragrance for that. So this is gonna be really nice for the dating purpose, special occasion. Do not wear it casually, because it's not because it's expensive, but the overall notes breakdown, the way it smells, I think this is gonna be more of a special occasion. But then again, I don't know if it's the juice color or what. It kind of gives me a vibe of orange, like orange peel, almost you get from Yovan Musk, and Just Call Me Maxi. Let me show you the cheaper ones. I'm not saying they're same, obviously, but if you see the juice color, I don't know, all the orange juice, they give me sort of like a orangey feel to the fragrances. Okay, but not too much in this one. The main idea is kind of like a burnt sugar, kind of like maple syrup sweetness with that tonka, and then the powdery base. So if you do like vanilla and all those other notes, you can definitely check it out. The what other one I wanted to try? Oh no, there's one thing I want to mention about this fragrance, that is how many sprays. Yeah, how many sprays you should go with it. So this thing depends. If you really want to smell your fragrance for a very long time, which is not gonna be all nighter, I think you're gonna go 5 sprays, 4 to 5 sprays with this would be lovely. Uh, Carry a decant if possible. Carry an atomizer, which will make it last longer. So overall, this perfume is like an artistic perfume. It's like a very artistic, kind of like a very high-end kind of a fragrance, very smooth, and you can absolutely enjoy your boozy drinks wearing this fragrance. It will go so nicely with cognac, I feel, right? So this is a nice little perfume for evening in Paris, very classy dress if you're a lady, and for a dude, you can rock it if you're just like a very not sober, but you are more like an person people like to have conversation with. You're not a very close person. It's like uh, this fragrance, this dude has some character, you know, and he has some uh, charisma about him that people like to hear from him, you know, like to have a chat with him. So that's the kind of scenario I see this Tonka Imperial, one of the best Tonka based fragrances till date, hands down. So more and more, some of these niche perfumes, you know, I'm not going to always say all the niche perfumes are awesome. This is perhaps the designer line, more upper class niche line, but some of the niche fragrance, if they're done well, really, really makes you happy. This is one of those fragrances, absolutely stunning presentations, and the perfume itself, the smell, I'm giving it 10 for the smell. Longevity and projection, it's not the best. Okay, so keep it in mind. So always try to get a sample or try it before buying. Do not blind buy stuff, right? So check it out, Tonka Imperial. Thanks, doctor, for giving me this beautiful bottle of yours to review. Enjoy it in upcoming winter. Take care, guys. Thanks for watching. I will see you tomorrow. Yes, soon tomorrow. That is tomorrow. Okay, that's a new term I'm just invented. See you soon. Good night from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Bye bye.